Hello, Graybeard here. New year, new bike. Hopefully this can keep happening every year. We're on a strict budget. But and speaking of budget, I decided to see how cheap I could get a decent bike. And this one here was around $530, tax and everything. It was $560 something. I'll have to look on my phone. Let's see. Do 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 do. Oh, but anyways, yeah, I wanted to see how cheap, and also you'll see here in a minute, I wanted this type of bike. After I bought the Polarna, was the first bike over there. Well, actually, no, right here. That's the Jansno on the far side, and the Amiette S8. But anyways, my phone is having difficulty because I'm in the garage and the Wi-Fi is weak out here. But, oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what I spent on it. It just came in today. And that's another cool thing about this bike. I spent a total, where's it at? I was wanting to, there we go. $567.09. You can see it. But anyways, that was taxes and everything. Like the Jansno, I can't remember the exact price of it. I want to say it was around $6-ish, but then they charged like $200 to ship it. It ended up being like $801.38. Excuse me, a little congested. The Polarna, it was $11.99, and it was $11.99.99. I bought it straight from the Polarna website, which no longer exists, and that's what it was altogether. They didn't charge tax. They ate the tax and they shipped it for free. But you know, at $1,200, they ought to eat something. But like I say, the Jansno was the cheapest bikes thus far at $801, like 38. And the Jansno was $1062 or $1064 and some change. But this in here ended up being, of course, that Amiette's a dual motor, so yeah. And it's got the biggest battery. But anyways, this one, like I say, $567 and some change altogether. It was $529.99 or whatever, and then the tax and everything brought it up to $567. But yeah, as you can tell, the box is a lot smaller. It's not a 20x4, it's a 20x3. So it's still a fat tire bike, but just not as fat. Let me get my my Cutta, if I can find. There it is. And where it was so cheap, I just knocked one of my mirrors out of spec. Oh, yeah, where it was so cheap, they even taped the straps so they didn't move around. Yeah, I think this might have been the best packaged bike so far. As you can see, there's a little bit of a squish here at the end. Let me get you off the, well, yeah, let me get you off the thing. We'll inspect the box. You can see over on the other corner there, it's kind of turned up over here. But yeah, I mean, no holes. Every box that I've gotten yet so far with the first three bikes had a hole. One, you can see the pedal crank. But yeah, you got this right here. That's nothing. That's on the corner. Ain't nothing there at the corner. And this had a little squishy right here. You can see the little lines where it kind of got squished. but not a whole one. And what I meant to say earlier is the coolest thing about this bike was it came in less than a week. All the other bikes have taken over a week to get here. And I've had this battery on charge for a couple hours, and it's showing 11% and falling. But yeah, I got the other one still on charge, so we can get it and swap it out here in a minute. But yeah, I'm at 11% right now. But yeah, get this thing cut. There we go. I wanted to try to get you a look at it, and then we're going to do a little time lapse. And hopefully it won't take that long, because I haven't got into it so much that I know how to do the like put music over it or whatever, and to make it more entertaining. Well, the bike is not as dark in color as I thought it was going to be. It's another green bike. It's a different color green though, but I thought it was slightly darker than that. And it looked a lot shinier. As you can see, there's a rack on it already. And anybody that knows e-bikes, it's got the folding stem that goes up to the handlebars. It's a folding e-bike. When I bought the Polarna, I was actually going to get a folding bike to start with. And every time I went looking for a bike, these mini bike, or you know, they call them moped style bikes, always caught my eye. But that just came off the top stem where the handlebars are on. So I guess I don't even have to bolt that on. I just need to, no, yeah, I still had to bolt it on. But anyways, it's got a detachable battery. It's in its cradle right now, not bouncing around like the Polarna was. But I imagine this is the pedals. Yeah, pedals. Comes with a very rinky-dink bike lock and craptastic pump and a toolkit. And it actually has almost realistic looking wrenches. And that's the charger. That's the other pedal. Yeah. Let's cut them down the side. And I'm going to get you a good look at this before I tried to do that straighter than that, but that's as straight as it came out. Hopefully I didn't cut the tire. Oh. Nah, I didn't cut the tire. Wasn't nowhere near as it. There's you a little bit better look. Try to get you. Well, yeah, I need to get a different bolt for this camera. I practically torqued it, and but it's a hard tail. But if you can see, it's got suspension on that's the seat bar that I was looking at. And here's a gigantic zip tie that was busted. The plastic, it's a Gokeep L20A, if you see it down there. It's not real flashy. Those tires don't look the best. Look how rippled they look down here. You can probably see it in the camera view right now. But those tires won't be on there long. I got the coolest tires I've bought yet to go on it already. Where I got it for so much less than the other bikes, like I say, $567 out the door. I thought that would just come up and stuck to the cardboard. I don't know if you can even see it. Swap out my battery, and then we'll do a time lapse on me putting it together. Yeah, we'll see you in a minute. All righty. I tried a new bolt. It's about the same. This camera, you can move it kind of easily. It kind of holds its position. But yeah, a battery charged right alongside the one I got in the camera now. And it went dead on me. This in here is fully charged. It was on there for maybe about 20 more minutes, maybe 30. Yeah, it usually takes well, let me leave that there. That was cover that bolt. It was stuck in that foam. But so far everything looks pretty darn good. I'd say I don't care about these tires, which I don't, but I don't want nothing to happen to them. So I needs to be careful. And oh yeah, if you like this video, and it wasn't too darn boring to you, hit that like button for a fella. Lay down a comment and let me know what you think about my video, me or the bike or anything. Getting old and decrepit. Front fender. Comes with the little reinforcement thing you wanted already, and these are metal. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, the tire's already inflated on this one, but that one needs air in it. As you can see, it's rippled down there. But yeah, it's a single motor. But like I say, it's a budget bike. All these are budget bikes, but this is the most budget out of all of them. Yeah, they really go to town with the zip ties. And I normally, I'm a hoarder. Normally I would save them. But yeah, these here are the most craptastic zip ties I've ever seen. Big gigantic zip tie like this, and that one, the thing was busted up on it. I could use this one for something smaller. Huh? That's a keeper. But yeah, I got plenty of zip ties that I've paid for. A lot of zip ties to cut. And I have to say, so far, it looks like this might have been the best packed bike so far. Tire was kind of in there like the one on the Amiet. But on the Amiet, they stuck the tire behind the pedal crank and it scratched the wheel. And I did not like that. This is the front basket. It's a grocery getter. Well, that almost got it. Yeah, I always wanted to get one of these fold-up bikes. I did want rear suspension, you know, on the frame. But I wanted to see how cheap I could get it. And with this one having, it's supposed to have suspension there. Maybe that's just for looks, but it's supposed to, that's for looks. This is just a little dress-up plastic piece to make it look like there's a shock there. I laugh. I kid. Oh. But yeah, there's your battery. It's 13 amp hours. And for the price point, most of them had like 7.5 or whatever and 10.4 or whatever. And yeah, that's a lot brighter green than I thought it would be. But I'm okay with it. In the pictures, it shows it shinier and darker. In fact, let me get my phone and pull it up for you. It's a good looking bike though, I think. You know, you can lay it down on the comments and where it says Gokeep, it's in chrome letters. I don't know if you can tell. I was figuring moving the camera a little, you know, around it would let you see it. But let me get you on there a little better. But yeah, so far I'm happy with my purchase. We just got to see how well it performs. Boop-a-doo-doop. Doo-doo-doo. Boop. We're almost there, I promise. If I was better at editing video, we'd get there a lot quicker. Oh, something wrong. Let's cut off the Wi-Fi. We're on my data now. eBay trying to sell me something. But if you look on there, it looks like a lot darker green than what you see there. And like I say, I done ordered tires for it. They're already here. They made it here yesterday, actually. And I got the go-tos. I hate those mirrors, but I love these. They're on the Jansno and the Amiette. And they will be on the Gokeep too. They're a little more expensive now. Of course, I think I paid the same amount for them when I bought them for the Amiette. They're 17, like almost 18 bucks. When I bought them for the Jansno, they was 16 something. Yeah, look how much darker that looks. Let me know. That looks like a dark green. A little brighter here. It looks darker on the bars. But yeah, look at the shine on them bars and everything. It's a matte. A matte or a semi-gloss. But you can see how the light hits it. I mean, it's not bad. And you can mount a water bottle holder there. I'll probably get one for it. Got to get all the doodads and gadgets and whatnots. Yeah, but that's what it's going to look like when it's together. And I bought a basket for the back, a heavier duty looking basket. And from what I'm looking at, this has got holes right here. And they appear to be threaded. And I'm thinking that basket has holes on it that'll line right up. I was trying to see where I'd hang my tag. I guess I'm going to have to pull the light loose and put some little brackets down there from the light and drop that tag down underneath the light. Maybe flip it out a little bit, kind of like this one is on the Amiette. Kind of tilt it out. Yeah, we'll get a tag on there. We got to put a West by God, Virginia tag on it. But we're going to go ahead and do a time lapse, and I'll be right back with you. But yeah, before I go, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Of course, all the good stuff, and share, share, share. we had a catastrophic failure. You look down here. This is a part off my 27-year-old mongoose. Well, 27, I guess. Let's see. Almost 27, excuse me. 26 going on 27-year-old is bought around Christmas-ish in 1999. This one came on this bike. And if you'll look, see them threads? They gave way when I just tried to go like that. It was like really loose, so I tightened it, and it was too tight, so I loosened it up. Got to where it had a little tension on it, and when I got about halfway into clamping it shut, it went pop. I was like, what the heck? And I tightened the bolt up again, and it popped, but it didn't pop near as hard. It was like, because these done gave way. Yeah, this is what holds the bike together where it folds. But if this is the only failure on this whole bike, I can live with that. I hated pulling that off my old bike, sentimental value and all. But don't let me find my 10 mil again. People always losing their 10 mils. I didn't lose it, I just forgot where I left it. But there's a little 10 mil bolt on the end of it here. And yeah, I was holding the wrench on it like that, and then tighten this into it like you're supposed to get it adjusted to where you need it. And good thing I had a couple bikes laying around. It's got a little rust on it, but it ain't compromised or nothing. Trying not to scratch the bike with it. It's probably tougher than this whole bike, being how it was built in the 1900s. It's a little longer too, so it's gonna take a minute to get it on there. Yeah, off camera, I tightened these. I just had them hand tight, and I tightened these, and I took the battery out. Yeah, this seat flips up, and the battery rides on this rail down there, so it clicks into place. So that's one thing about this style of battery setup. Little, I don't know. I think it's gonna just about rub completely out. The only scratches on the paint is like right here. And this is where I tried to clamp that thing, and it went pop and hit that and scratched it. And it looked like he might have scratched it at the factory and touched it up here on the corner of this. And then there's a little spot where the paint, right on the edge of this where it folds, on the corner of this front part, where the paint's coming loose from it, or came loose. You see that little spot? And if you look, I don't know if you can see it as well as I see it in person, but you can see it looks like it chipped, and then they touched it up, and then I did that, trying to clamp the factory piece on there, dang it. But yeah, let's see if you see right here. See if you're seeing what I'm laying down. This is how much shorter this is. Now this one did come with a piece like this, but this is off my old bike. I trust it better. And this bolt won't be in the way of nothing. I just got to spend more time getting it to the adjustment I need. Hopefully I can go tight enough with it. Yeah, it's nowhere close at the moment. It held my seat post on for 26 years. I think it'll hold this bike together from unfolding. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna have to turn down like this. I don't know if it was the way it's supposed to do from the factory, or or what. But let's make it just a little tighter. I think that'll hold it. And it's almost dark, if not already dark. And the battery's got quite a bit to charge. But yeah, that's the only thing bad happened. Get you on this, get you off this thing here. I think it's a good looking bike overall, like I say. Lay it down in the comments, let me know what you think. This battery's already down to 54. I don't think I did that much videoing. Like I say, I got a rack, and I'm thinking these lines will, or these holes will line up. They're threaded. And it comes with some more hardware. I don't know exactly what all that's for, because I'm thinking maybe they gave us bolts to go to these, even though there's nothing that came with the bike, but you can add to it, and maybe that's what those are for. Because the only thing left, I'm going to check the brakes, see if they're good. If not, I'm going to line them up. It does have a rinky-dink headlight, but it looked plenty bright, because if you look at that, it's got like one of them projector lenses. In the videos I've seen, there's only a couple on YouTube, but it showed this brake light was pretty bright compared to his other bikes, the one I did pay attention to. And like I say, this looked pretty bright when he turned the lights out and had this on. And it's already pretty tight, and I think it's about where I want it. We'll find out, but you can loosen this and adjust it. I figured that might bounce around too much. And now there was another bike I almost got that had a basket on it. I will put this basket on here in just a second. But it said when the shocks bottomed out, which, you know, these aren't the best shocks, you know, on these bikes when you get them a budget brand, you know, budget-minded bikes. It showed that the bottom of the basket was hitting the top of that light. Now, it wasn't on this one, though. It was another one. It was, shoot, I can't remember the name of it. Here's the piece that came with the factory clamp down there. This one's aluminum with like plastic liner on it. This one's, well, no, it's metal. Let me see. Well, I think it's just it's just a shell. It's mostly plastic inside that. This is just like a stamped sheet metal into this shape. But yeah, that's a solid aluminum piece on there. But it may not be the prettiest thing, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool how this, it's not the most comfortable. And like I say, I was under the impression that was a suspension post. And this is supposed to have suspension on it. But I think I'm going to have to slap my Goodwill seat on here. Bikeroo. Yeah, Bikeroo. I think it's bigger anyway. Yeah, we'll switch that out. And get this back up here. Anywho's, or how. That does have suspension on it. So yeah, it'll make the ride smoother than this one will. I got on this and I don't think them things give it all. I think it's all for show like this, where they made that look like a suspension fork. I mean post. But yeah, other than that though, I think it's, you know, worth the money so far. And this is 700 solid. See if we can find it. It's supposed to be 52 volt too. I'm not really sure. That's all it's on it. But PY20CQFT 251 000139. I have It doesn't say anything around the rest of it, but it's supposed to be 750 and peak out at 1300. Where the other bike, the one where it said the headlight in the review, said the headlight hit the bottom of the basket, where's my bolt? My bolt. Well, let me go ahead and use the good one. This is actual GoPro bolt here. It didn't tighten up that good on this clamp. This is 1 ml cheapo. It's all aluminum. One of my plastic ones that came with my little cheap kit shattered on me after a few years. I grabbed that aluminum ones. I figured it wouldn't shatter at least. And anywho's, you have to really torque it down to get it to hold its position well. But yeah, that's working pretty good. You can see the bolt sticks out quite a bit. It would have been stuck out about like that at the most. But like I say, it's not getting in the way of anything. I'm gonna eventually buy another one and put that back on the Mongoose. That way it'll be all numbers matching and whatnot. But but it serves the purpose for now. And once we get the battery charged, we can take a ride on it. Tell me what you think. I don't know if I got that clamp right. I figured it'd go that way or that way. It didn't look right if it went that way, so I went that way with it. And thus far, a little easier for old codgers like me to get on. Ow, just about had a Charlie horse in my left. It gives a little bit, but I think that big seat, we'll take a ride on it with this one, and then I'll swap it out. The folding mechanism, where it folds up like that, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm trying to lay down. I'm gonna grab my other seat and show you it again. This part right here, I can take this and just the bar part, just take this part that would put it on a normal post. I can take that off and you can see it looks just like it right here. So I can just loosen this up enough to get this seat off, set that other one back down in where that grabs them bars, and snug her back down. And this is your little, you see the little hook down here that catches that little bar right there, and it goes, and then boop. But yeah, and then the battery slides down that track and connects to those little prongs down there. Now the worst part about this bike, it really doesn't bother me that bad, is it doesn't have a LCD screen or whatever. It just has a battery meter and your pedal assist indicator. And you hold this down and the headlight will come on. Hold it down again and it'll turn off. And if you hold this down, it'll walk the bike for you like all these other bikes do. Pretty much does everything the other ones do. It just don't show you your speed or nothing. But you know me, I always have my phone holder on there anyhow. And I put it on there, look. I think it's supposed to be facing this way. It's less, what do you call it, intrusive, I guess you'd say, than the other bikes would go, This one just goes, ting, 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 ting. It's nice. But yeah, I like it. For the price point, like I say, $567 and some change, shipped to my door. And it's rated to go 28 miles per hour. Of course, we'll see. If it, like on other bikes, you can go into the controller screen and do things to up the top end speed. But on this one, I don't know what you would do. There's really nothing you could do with that other than the bare minimum controls, you know. Let's just hope it does 28. If it does close to 28, I'll be happy. But yeah, let's get this get this, yeah, I don't care for those tires. They don't, I mean, if you just glance at them, they look cool. The tread's a little different than the tires that came on the other bikes. Like here's the Amiet tires. I got my other tires to the Polarna X01 and the Jansno X50 in the basement, but they all look like that except this one came with a little pinstripe around it. But yeah, pretty much the same tires all together. Those on the Amiet I thought were the worst out of all of them. And these seem to be about the same quality. But let's put the finishing touches on it. Trying to, yeah, use some of the tape around some of this foam to hold the box together. So it'll stay out of the way a little better. But other than that, you know what? Oh, no, that's what that is. You know you can relocate the headlight. Okay. There's something. I don't know what this is for. Maybe one of y'all can lay it down in the comments and tell me what this hook is for. Because as far as I know, it's not for anything that I'll be using on this bike. But yeah, find my hard wire. Just 4 Allen head bolts and some washers. There's a couple fuses that comes in this bag too. I don't know where the fuses go. So hopefully I have no problem with the fuses. Yeah, I don't know where the fuses would go. But yeah, let me show you. Little tiny bus fuses or whatever you call them. I guess that's what that is. Yeah, it's a fuse. Oh. Comes with a little, trying to read it. Yeah, little 10 amp fuse. Maybe it goes in the battery somewhere. There's 2 of them. Let's see what this other one is. It's a 40 amp. But anyways, I got 2 washers and 3 bolts. I need 1 more bolt and 2 more washers. Got funny smells in here. I don't know if it's the charger or the bike or what. It's not like, don't smell like nothing burning or nothing. It's just, I'm thinking it might be the tires. It's the smaller Allen head. Where'd I lay it? Right here. Hopefully this video ain't too boring. I just need to get better at the editing. Oh. Yeah, I saw this hanging down. I was like, oh, heck, I got to unbolt that fender again. But actually, that comes out here. You can mount the headlight up here, which I may do. I kind of like it turning with the handlebars, but if need be, if I see it go to hit that when it, you know, if the shocks go to bottom out or whatever, I will relocate it. I ain't totally against it. Yeah. Gotta kind of hold this. Let me set these aside here. There we go. Kind of got my hands full, you know. Yeah, the rack that I got for this bike, I'm wondering, are there any short? Oh, there are shorter ones. Let me get rid of this one. I thought this one looked too long. I didn't notice that till just now. They have longer ones and shorter ones. Even though these aren't that long, I'll show you what I'm talking about. First off, these are a little bit longer. You only need these for that. And why I say that is, you ain't got much room behind there for the bolts to go. And I don't want to bottom them out on the, what do you call this, front post or whatever, where the stem goes through and whatnot. And what have you. Oh, I lost my washer. Didn't lose it, but I dropped it. But anywho, this was the easiest out of all of them to put together as well. This is kind of in the way of the basket. I'm wondering if that might. That's about as far as you're going to turn it one way, though. So yeah, I guess it'll be all right. Line that up enough to get this Allen bolt started. But yeah, this in the front fender is probably the hardest thing it was to put together on it. Not counting that goofy thing breaking on me, that bolt. Yeah, the only other thing I can think them other 4 bolts are for, the longer ones, is for something for that back rack. Because there's nothing else to put on this bike. And where, like I say, there's a place for provisions for the a bottle holder right here. And the bolts are already in it. So we good to go there. I don't know, y'all might think this bike looks wimpy or whatever, some of y'all. But if it does 28 miles an hour, it's as good as the Polarna or the Jansno, less the back suspension. I would prefer back suspension on there. But, like I say, I was trying to see how cheap we could get a bike for. And one that was, like I say, my minimum is 750 watts. I don't want to go any lower than 750. That's just me. But, yeah, if I didn't have that, it would have been really hard to get that light on. Because the way the light's up close to where it mounts, it's hard to get the Allen wrench in there. You have to tilt the light all the way down and toward the tire, and then you can get this in there. But you don't have much turn. You have about this much turn, like a quarter turn. But you can stick it in there like this at an angle and get it going because it's got thread lock on it. All these bolts came with thread lock on them. Oh, let me not get it too tight yet. Yep, there we go. Let me get the other 2 shorter ones. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I was going to say, I thought they missed that one with the thread locker. But they didn't. Tell me what you think about the color. Whether you like the metal fenders or plastic fenders better. Plastic fenders are a little more forgiving. Metal ones, if you got something between your tire and that fender, it would most likely wreck a metal fender. I've searched these fenders long enough, you know, trying to get some for the beast. Just lost my washer again, or dropped it. Didn't lose it, but dropped it. But anyways, but yeah, and I've, you know, when you're researching things, it's best to read the reviews and try to weed out the ones that you pretty much know they don't know what they're talking about. You can usually tell. Trying to get this centered right here in these slots. I don't know what I just heard. Could be one of my cats. Hopefully that's all it was. Something outside. But yeah, this is the hardest part about it. I can see this and that fender, and this is actually a little more because the fender only took 1 bolt. Well, 3, excuse me. The 2 on the side for the little brace or whatever you want to call that, bracket, that wasn't bad. It's this one up here because you had to thread it through that little light. I tried to just put it on there and then drop the light over it, but the head of the bolt was just a little too wide for the light to go over it. But yeah, it's a pretty solid bike for the most part. A little more solid than the others, really, if you think about it, because it has no rear suspension. Oh. But yeah. And these bolts don't come near that post to scratch it or anything or bottom out on it. Wish I had the T-handle ones. Makes it a little quicker. I've been meaning to get me a set. Maybe I should have asked Santa Claus. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if I even pointed the camera in that direction. If you look at my drills and stuff over there, that organizer came from Santa Claus. I told my wife I wanted a stackable toolbox, and she got this one off of Temu. Nah, it's come from Walmart. They're mini. But yeah, should have told her not to get it off of Temu. But it's pretty slick. And they got kits for these with the Harbor Freight ones, which I do have a Harbor Freight top box. Harbor Freight don't have the cabinet. That's why I went ahead and got a Walmart one too, Hyper Tough. But yeah, they got kits for the U.S. General one from Harbor Freight that you can make it look like the tool cart with the 5-drawer, like a mini version of it. I don't know if I'll be getting it unless the price goes down. So I got the toolbox for 15 bucks. And a little kit that comes with like little legs and the bottom part and the little casters is the cheapest one I seen was like $31. I'm like, keep it. That rack ain't going nowhere. But like I say, I don't know what this hook is for. Anybody knows, let me know. And I guess I could give you, or try to give you a demonstration of how it folds. This pops it up, you swing that down, and well, this is supposed to fold over. Oh, you gotta, there's something you gotta, there it is, you gotta, this here pops into this hole and locks it into place. So you gotta push that over. And this will fold down this way, flat with the front wheel. And then this pops loose. And you gotta pop it out of the way. Which, you know what? That's gonna be a problem. This bolt's too long to do that. I did not foresee that. Y'all want to get one. And if it's longer, cut it off, but I'm not going to cut this one off. So I ain't going to be able to show you this. This bolt runs into that when you try to get it out of the way. I can't, nah, I'm thinking if I try to fold it, it's going to push harder on that and really scuff that up. But yeah, I didn't foresee that, but if the factory one didn't break, we wouldn't have had that issue. But yeah, that just folds around there like that, and you look right here, there's a little stand for it so it don't crash the sprocket into the ground or dirt or whatever. But yeah, it's a slick little bike. Let me know what you think. Them 3-inch tires still look pretty fat until you get over here and look at these. Let's do this. Let me get my handlebars back up. Oh. If and I can get my locking mechanism back in the correct order. And fold my seat down. Spin me around here. Oh, I guess I need to clamp my doohickey here. Oh, I need to do it differently, yeah. Sorry about this. I know it might make the video boring and whatnot. I'm an old codger and all. This feels a little tight, you know, but at least it's tight. If you remember, when I first got the Amiet, it was loosey-goosey. Hitting bumps and went click, 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 click. But yeah, it's a little smaller looking, but it's still beefy though. And at the same time, it's not as beefy as the bigger ones. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like I say, less than $600, you know, $567 and some change. And it took about, let me see, about 5 days to get here. All the other bikes took at least 7 to 10. And this had, I want to say 3 to 5 business days, and it came in 5. But yeah, everything seems true. That front brake is just about perfectly centered. That's what you want to look for. You want to see if they're centered. I'm trying to see the back brake too. It looks about perfectly centered. Doesn't look like I'm going to have to adjust them. I will go over the little Allen heads on them before we ride. And see what we think. Yeah, next time you see me, we're going to be on the road, but it's dark 30. And yeah, it's warm enough. Today it actually got up to 79. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 60s. But yeah. But yeah, next time you see me, which will be on this video, we'll be riding, testing it out. The battery will be charged and all that. But yeah, catch you in a minute. Alrighty, it's ride time. I got a new phone. My case is fancy. I call it the royal phone. Really, the ring on the back of it. Oh, you can see it right there, that little gold ring. That type of ring that it is the reason why I got that case. It's the only one that was like that. It had different colors. It had black and pink and this, that, and the other. I prefer blue. And that's what I got. But anywho's, yeah, we got her ready to ride now. She's charged up and everything. But yeah, let's get her on the doohickey here. There we go. And then get the camera on the chesty. Yeah, I kind of wish that the handlebars were a little bit further forward. And they're high enough. See, they're adjustable up here. I'm going to get around here where you can see it better. All right, here. I can't see it on the screen. I don't know if you can see them numbers. But that's as high as you need to go. You go any further than that, and they start getting a little wobbly. Well, I guess because I tightened that up, it's not that wobbly. But anyway, I did kick it over. Not kick it over, but let me. Yeah, here's the key. I almost forgot. And got a place for my riding shades now. Kind of snazzy, huh? Oh, it's actually about 3 days later because I was wrong about the weather. I was thinking it was supposed to be 60-some degrees the next day, and it wasn't. I was a day ahead on the weather, and the day before it got up to 70-something, but I had looked at it like a few days beforehand, and it was supposed to be like 70-something one day, then 60-something the next, and then 30-some degrees. Well, I was actually on that 60-some degree day, which I guess it had changed within that few days, and it got up to 74. And then the very next day, the high was like 39. But on this bike, you have an off position and an unlocked position. I got it on the bike, that's why it's on the off position. It's already locked. You turn it to off, it automatically locks. And then if you want to run the bike, you have to turn it over to on. So this bike, like the Jansno, requires a key. But yeah, we'll try her out. I'm wearing gloves because gonna say it better fire up. Got the full bars on the battery. That's the only bad thing about this bike, as far as I know so far, is that it doesn't have the screen. Now, I didn't pay that much mind. I mean, I did look at it. I did know it didn't have a screen. But I didn't think about the part where, like, you can go in and change things on the screen to maybe get it to go faster if it's not going as fast as it's supposed to. Otherwise, we have to rely on, it's not working. I tried to stop the door because I need to turn my lights out. I'm hitting my button, and for some reason it's not working. Now, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't working. Took it a minute. For some reason, this keypad up here is messing up or something. I can use it to close the door, but I can't use it to open it. For some reason, I changed the battery and everything. See, it'll let me close it, but I can tap that button a dozen times and it won't let me. I can put my little code in, my little pin code or whatever you want to call it, and it still won't. And yeah, if you'll notice, everything is like close. That's why I say I wish the handlebars were further forward. But tap it on one. It feels like kind of torquey. Just that little because it is 52 volt. Let me see if I can find it on the bike. Trying to catch my, there we go. It says it on here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Let me get down here on it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's 58.8 charger, and it's 52 volts, 13 amp hours. Get you up closer to that. Hopefully you can see it. You're on my chesty, so I can't see what you're seeing. But yeah. And where the handlebars are closer, it feels a little more wobbly. Bronco. Yeah, this bike would be better. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird with no mirrors. And the handlebars aren't as wide. This is in pedal assist 1, which is weird because you see how I'm doing this side to side thing? I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm not even pedaling. So there's 18, and that's on pedal assist 1. See what pedal assist 2 does. 17. Oh, I done jumped 3 and went to 4. Well, that's weird. Turn back around. Yeah, it seems a little less controllable, if you ask me. Now we're going to go back to 2. And the reason why was 2 seemed to get us to feel like it's going round. That's weird. Okay, 18. Let's go up 1. That's 3. It should get us faster. It's like it topped out at 18 on 3. There's 4. Oh, let's get that. Oh, the car's turning in. If you'll notice, no, there was no speed bumps. It's looking like it's topping out at 18 from pedal assist 2 and up. Yep. Well, there's 20, but we're going downhill. See, it's slowing down to 18 after we're leveling out. Now that's weird. Oh, we're on 5. I need to tighten that. I thought I did. Yeah, we've got to do something about this. I need to get the... This is 5. Yeah, 18. Something is off here. It's like pedal assist 3 and up doesn't matter. It's like 3 is the peak. Holds the hills pretty good. But it just peaks out at 18. I'm gonna have to look into it and see if there's something you got to unlock. I'm assuming there is, because it was advertised 28 mile an hour. Yeah, it just peaks out. It's like it doesn't want to go any faster than 18. And that's, like I say, look, it was on pedal assist 5. Let's go down to 3. You can get the top speed and pedal assist 3. What's 4 and 5 for then? There's got to be a way. Something is, limited right now. But yeah, it rides okay. Get down to 1. It's got plenty of grunt. In fact, as far as single motor, it might have more grunt than the others. I like that about it. Reach in my pocket. Boom, open sesame seed. Yeah, I love these little remotes, key fobs for the garage door. But yeah, there's something we gotta unlock, I'm assuming. And I hope I can figure it out, because that's a little depressing. But yeah, I expected the ride to be more womp, 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 because the tires were already on there with air. And like I say, when you get these bikes, you need to go over every bolt and nut and everything and make sure that it's on there. And like, you know, you go through everything. Had to, you know, replace this. I got a new one in the house. In fact, I'll put that on here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering about the speed. Now, sometimes you can like hold the brake, turn it on, I mean. Let's see what that does, if anything. Oh, you got to put it in a pedal assist. Yeah. See, that's one thing I think that's what I was going to say earlier. When I said kicked it over, I meant I kicked it over like this and ran the, and by the sound of that motor, it doesn't sound like it's turning that fast. I don't have any of the batteries on any of my other bikes. Let's go with the AMI yet and show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if I got the, oh no, the only key I have out here is for the, what you call it. I'll have to go in and get my keys, get the key for the AMI yet, and turn it on. I need to go ahead and put all the other old bikes' batteries on charge again because it's been a few months. And you shouldn't go too long without charging the batteries. But anywho's, or how, I'm gonna bring that key out and show you what I'm talking about with that motor. And I'll be right back. Well, I've searched high and low. And there is a method to unlocking the speed on this, but I have failed to make it work. And what the method is you, with the bike off, pull the throttle all the way to max and pull the right brake lever, hold both in that position, maxed out, you know. Maxed out throttle with the brake lever pulled. Turn the key on. Turn this pad on. It's supposed to have a screen, but it don't have a screen. It says the number 4 will blink. Let me find my phone, my old phone. I took pictures with it. Anywho's, what the deal is though, is that here it is. Hopefully you can see it. This is Walid El Hadidi. I guess he's from India, I'm assuming. This is the Gokeep unlock speed thing. This is a better worded version of it. It says to turn on the throttle to the maximum, keep holding until step 4. Hold the right brake handle only and keep holding it until step 4. That means you're supposed to hold them both. Throttle in the max position, brake handle, right brake handle only, squeezed and held, both of them. Turn on the key. Press the power button to turn on the digital screen, which we do not have. The screen will start to display the number 4 that will start blinking. With each blink, count 1 second until you reach 20 seconds. On my bike, what happens is, we can try it right now. How about that? We're gonna, let me get you on my chesty for this, and then you can go back to where I had my phone on that and pause it if you want to look at it and read it or whatever. And if you bought the same bike and want to try that out, I'm sorry, but I cut it off on the edge there. But you can get the gist of it. Or you can search Gokeep speed unlock. And here I'll throw it up here in front of you. You can pause it and use that, or you can use that. Like I say, I cut the words off over here. I didn't notice until I got out here. But what you're supposed to do now, what you're supposed to did now, is you're supposed to grab your throttle, pull it to max, and pull your brake lever. Hold them maxed, and the brake lever pulled. Turn on your key to the on position. Turn this to the on, hold it till it comes on, and you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then turn the key off. And you're supposed to turn the key back on. Turn it on. And supposedly, you'll have your unlock speed, but as you can tell, I meant to bring that key out for the Amiet to show you on it, but I forgot. But yeah, that to me felt like 18 to 20 mile an hour of spin. And on all these 3 bikes, you get a lot faster spin, especially the Amiet. It's 1500 watts. This is supposed to be 1300 watts. Max, It's 750, 1300 watt max. This is supposed to, each motor is supposed to be 1000 watt, 1500 max, equaling 300 or 3000 watts max. This is supposed to be 1000 watts. It just says 1000 watts. I'm assuming it's 750, 1000 watts maxed. This one tells you it's 750, but I know it's got the oomph this bike has, so it must max out at about 1000 watts too. Because yeah, we've done the tests on it. If you haven't seen it, you can check my video out on it where I compare them. I did one last year with the Amiet added to it, and I did one in 24 of just the Polarna and the Jansno X50. But yeah, we will take a little ride on it. Not a very long one, because this video is already long enough as it is. But let's let me get my night shades. Almost forgot. Let's put it under there so it don't go nowhere. These help you see at night. And I mean, like in this room, when you put them on, it's like it makes the room brighter, like glowy, like. And at night, everything's glowy. Well, my garage keypad doesn't seem to want to do what I want it to. I need to turn the bright lights out while I'm not here. Don't like to leave them unattended. There we go. Now let's see if the keypad will work. Ha! It worked that time. But anywho's, I'm gonna hold down the power button and turn the light on, and you will be amazed at that little light. Boop. Works just as good as the other bike lights. Yeah, if you look at the other bike lights, in the center looks like a little, well, let me show you on this bike. In the center of those big bike lights, the lights on those bikes that are big, you'll see a little projector thing in the middle, and that's all this is the little projector by itself. And it burns and leaves the same exact array, or whatever you want to call it, as the other bikes. Yes, bike's got plenty of pep. Oh, there goes Pumpkin and the white cat with the spots on him, or whatever you want to call it. Blotches of color. That's Rex. He's the most dominant, but it looks just, looking out ahead, it looks just like the other lights on the other bikes. I've already adjusted it where I want it. Yeah, this bike feels weird because, like I say, the handlebars are right up again you. $18 miles an hour. That's all you get. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm thinking the way this bike sets that let me skirt. It might be the way I'm sitting on this bike. I might need to turn the camera down a little bit. Oh, car was coming up on me. But the bike does good. Just don't do any more than 18 miles an hour. The ride ain't too bad. You can go ahead, if they go. Waiting on them to do their thing. Must be some construction going on. Definitely want to watch out for that. But if you can hear the motor goes ram, 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 ram. It's like the back wheel's kind of offset or something. I mean, not offset, but not like out of round or whatever or something. I don't feel it though. But if you lift the back of the bike up, and when we get back, I'll show you again when I lift the bike up and pull the throttle. Twist it, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this seat ain't too uncomfortable. I might have the, I don't think I have the forks locked. It seems a little stiffer than the other bikes. I mean, even the front forks. I could be wrong. It may just be where it's a hardtail and it comes off stiffer, even though the front forks might be doing what they do on the other bikes. But the forks are shorter on this too, so the way the bike's set up, woohoo! Rough sidewalks. Yeah, the other bikes do have a better ride, especially the Amiette and the Polarna. Yeah, this bike could get you where you want to go and all that junk. I do plan on furthering my search and everything for to unlock it. And like I say, for some reason, I took the bike out a couple times off camera, trying to see if I actually did anything. And yeah, this bike's got pep. It ain't a weakling. But yeah, I went out a couple times off camera. We've already lost a battery bar, but and we really didn't put much mileage on it. And it does have the walk feature. Let's see if it works. Hold down the negative. Yep. Whoa. I'm kind of puzzled. Let me turn the light off. Boop. Turn the bike off. But yeah, I'm not unhappy with the bike if I can sort it out. And I think it's possible, but we'll have to see. Y'all let me know what you think so far. It gets my big old fat butt around up to 18 miles an hour. But like I say, you can put it in, like I said, I was trying to say, just never did finish. Because ADD or something, I get sidetracked so easily when I'm speaking. That's one of my biggest faults as far as doing YouTube videos. Anyways, yeah, a couple times off camera, I took it out, and you can have it in pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. 18 miles an hour. And I don't understand it. I even took that little, where it says L20A, that's a little cap with 4 screws in it. I took that off. And I was hoping, like on the Jansno, if you remember, I showed you a black wire that you can unplug or leave unplugged. I don't know if it was plugged in or not. I can't remember which way, if it was plugged in and I unplugged it or if I just left it unplugged. And that was what limited the speed on this bike. This bike did what it said. I tell you, like this bike, the X01 from Polarna, which no longer exists, as far as I know, the bike is well built. I love it. I love the look of it and everything. Seat, all that junk, everything. It's got a good ride. It's between it and the Amiet for best ride. And this bike here, and the Jansno does decent, but we had the problems with the squeaky pivot point and the squeaky brakes on it for some reason. I don't understand it. But yeah, I still haven't replaced those pads. I got a pair that came with it that I'm going to replace on the front, and those are the ones that squeak. I think the back one squeaked a little bit, but not as bad as the front. Anyways, let's get to this bike, which the video is about. And I think I know what this is for. This, I think, is supposed to come out on this side and rest on this. We'll get that situated. I'll have to undo the handlebars and go around and get it on this side. But anyways, this bike, if you're a shorter person, like I'd say 5'9" or shorter, this bike might be for you. Especially the shorter you are. It's got the seat you can adjust the height on. You can take this stupid plastic thing out and probably take the seat even lower. And it's the handlebars, like I say, look at here. Now on this one, you can scoot up close, but I usually ride back about here, which puts the handlebars and the seat this far apart. Where on this one, and the other two bikes are the same. I can get back to where it's about the same riding position. The only thing different is these handlebars are lower. But with the sweep back, they feel okay. I do prefer these, because, and it's me. You might like these better. A lot of I've had people comment these are more like motorcycle handlebars. Well, yeah, I like that sweep back. I wish these kind of swept back a little bit instead of straighter out like they are. They have a slight turn like that, but the Jansno is like this, which I actually do like a cruiser bicycle or something, or a motorcycle. These have a little bit of a sweep back, about like these two, and they're up about that high, but like I say, they're closer to you. They're not out there like these bikes. If you're shorter, don't have a lot of reach, and you want the seat down as low as you can get it, this is the bike for you. If you don't care about going over 18, this is the bike for you. It should do 28, and I believe it will, if I can figure out how to unlock it. But it looks about as beefy as the others to me. You have to set them side by side to notice that these are 3-inch tires, and those are 4s. I mean, you can tell the difference side by side real big. But it's still a beefy bike. But it's, from front to back, it's more compact. It's about got the same wheelbase as the other bikes, the distance between axles. But as far as seating position, you're up closer to the handlebars. And to me, at my size, it's like trying to ride a little kid's go-kart or something. Even these mini bikes, as little as this mini bike is, it's got that long seat, and I can set out toward the back and still have my hands out like this instead of up like this. But that's, to me, not a knock to it. It's just the way it's designed. And as far as like the way it was shipped, the only thing I see wrong with it from shipping, this was covered in foam. This, I'm thinking, happened at the factory, if you can see them scratches across the top, and I just noticed that today. And but other than that, paint job looks decent. Like I say, the only scratches is, it looks like from the factory they might have got a little chip there and touched it up, which it doesn't bother me. I did that. and there's a little chip right here that had to have happened either at the factory or something. It definitely had nothing to do with shipping. But other than that, the brakes work okay. They're regular mechanical brakes, but they work fine. Like I say, the paint job's decent. Everything about the bike I like, except it just don't go 28 miles an hour like I said. But we'll get there. And I just noticed that. But that's not going to matter, because we're going to cut that out. We're going to cut it out. Let me pull the Polarna up a little bit, get it out of the way. We got a new set of these. It's going to go on that. And that's another thing. Might still have a problem seeing behind me because the width of these handlebars, I'll show you. Grab my heart measuring tape. I'm going to measure from end to end. Put it on the end of that, right where the mirror is mounted, to here. You got roughly 29 inches. Well, actually, I was looking at the mirror. A little over 28, about 28 and a quarter. Let's see what this one is. I'm assuming it's somewhere around the same. Yeah, 28 and a quarter. And these are different handlebars, but they're still out there. You got right at 27. Well, I don't know if you could see what I was measuring. They're down lower, so roughly 27. Like I say, 28 and a quarter, because these handlebars are pretty much the same handlebars as these. I mean, they look identical. If you can tell the difference between the two, let me know. The exact shape of everything looks exactly the same. These, of course, they're their own because it's a folding e-bike. But I'll try to. I guess we'll have to do it underneath. 25, not even 25. It's like 24 3/4. So they're even shorter this way, you know, in. And yeah, that's 24 3/4, and I have shoulders that are at least 24 inches wide. So my arms are going to hang down from that, you know. So when I'm on it, even with the mirrors on, I'm going to have to tuck in to see behind me because I'm already there blocking that view, you know, because the mirrors are going to be right here. Just outside of them. But yeah, I think it'll work. And I'm going to review the footage. You'll get what you get when you see the video. But I'll review the footage, and I might have to figure something out about how to mount the phone. I'm going to probably mount it over here next time. And yeah, this is a bell I bought on clearance. I saw it was cheap. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was like $250 or something, and might have been less. I can't remember. I told you about it probably in an earlier video because I brought it out here in the garage and saw it, talked about it on camera because, you know, everything's sidetracking me. But here, this came with the bike. But this one goes. And it just keeps on going. But anywho's, other than that, I like it though. And I got a rack coming for this. You know, kind of like a basket, whatever you want to call it. But it's bigger than this. It's meatier. It's got bigger bars. I think the bars are actually bigger than these bars. These bars here. I don't know if you saw it on the camera. But yeah, and I was looking at this, and the shape is a little, it's not symmetrical, perfectly symmetrical, but it's close. You'd have to really, really look at it to see that it's not perfect. But it's a solid bike other than that. Like I say, if you're a smaller person, especially like if you're a female, and you're short, let's say you're around 5 foot or so. Don't know what that would translate into centimeters that most countries go by. We go by freedom measurements. But anyways, let me turn that off too. Didn't turn the key off yet. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna start keeping the keys in this locker here. But anywho's, let me know what you think about the bike. I mean, it does great up to 18 miles an hour. And like I say, I know it has the potential to go faster. It's a 1300 watt max, which is more than the Jansno and the Polarna. Both of them, I'm assuming, are around 1,000 watts, because this one's 1500, and I can tell because these top out at around 27, 28 mile an hour. This one on a flat, it'll hold 32. And then if you kick in that front motor, it'll go 34 and cruise that easily. But that's what it tops out at with me on it. Smaller person might get more out of it. The Amiet S8, and like I say, if you go to order it, make sure you get the dual motor. You got to see that motor up front. If you see a small axle like that, or this right here, or this right here, it don't have a front motor if it looks like that. It's got to look just like the back one. That's how this one is. It looks just like the back. But yeah, this one guy commented on one of my videos that he had the S8, but he didn't have the AB button. And I said, if it don't have it, it's probably got one motor. It probably just has a rear motor. It don't have the front one. And he never did comment back again. I guess he found out because there's two S8s. It looks exactly the same except no motor on the front, and it doesn't have the AB switch on it. But if you get the single motor one, it's probably cheaper, and you'll still get up to 32. I'm 230 pounds. I don't know what that would translate into kilograms or what other countries go by, but like I say, it gets me up to 32. 32 with single motor. So like I say, if you got a single motor bike, you get 32 on it if you're my weight or lighter, possibly more. Kick in that second motor if you get the one with the two motors. 34 is what I get out of it. You may get 35 or 6. And there may be a way to unlock that. I don't know. I'm going to search that and see, because I think that one definitely has potential to go faster. 3,000 watt bike. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, tell me what you think about the little bike. It's a good grocery getter, a good little tote goat. It just don't go as fast as the other bikes right yet. But I do believe we will get it there. I just got to figure it out. The biggest thing is it doesn't have a screen. It just has the pedal assist indicator and battery meter. But there's got to be a way. And with these Chinese companies, a lot of them, they will work with you. I've read reviews on this bike, and I only saw one bad review. Not to say there wasn't but one, but that's the only one I saw. And I think he said it worked for just a little bit and then wouldn't. And then something other, I can't remember. But yeah, the story on this one continues, because I'm keeping it. I paid for it. And we're going to add the basket to it, mirrors, and you probably can't tell it from here, but they're rolled up. But yeah, you can't tell the tread or nothing on them, but wait till you see them. They're cool looking tires. They're street treads, but they're nothing like these. The tread doesn't look anything like that. Looks more like a motorcycle tire. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a long one. I had trouble doing this video too. It is the little problems here and there. But anyways, hit that like button, comment, let me know what you think. And share the crap out of it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. And thanks for watching.